All right, now my advice to you, if anybody's gonna pull a knife on you, here's what you do. You run. All right, don't think that you can just try to take their knife away, because you'll get cut. You'll get cut deep and wide. Try to remember any sort of details that are available to you about the assailant, and then report them to the police should you get to safety. Of course, this stuff is in the event that you can't run. If you are faced off with this person and you cannot get away, or if this person is attacking somebody and they may need assistance right at that moment and they can't wait for the police or anything like that, and you may have to intervene, that's what this sort of stuff is for. So now, I don't make any sort of illusions that all these techniques will work perfectly. Your opponent, the assailant, is not static. They're not gonna just let you do these techniques to them. They're moving. So even in the throes of trying to execute these techniques, you may have to have contingencies. You may need to maybe throw some kicks, throw some elbows, throw some punches. These techniques are just guidelines to show you how to spot interrupting certain ranges of motion, learning how to move in certain angles to be able to step out of the way of the assailant's trajectory when they strike at you, whether they're stabbing or whether they're wielding the blade in an ice pick fashion. It's kind of knowing how to spot how they're setting up for their angle of attack, so you can be in the opposite direction and step out of the way of their attack, and then be able to exploit a weakness from there. So like I said, these are just guidelines. They're not absolutes. You got to be able to adapt. That's my student Jose, by the way. He rocks. You'll notice that I keep my hands up. I put my hands up there for my opponent as a bait. You know, once they commit to this bait and they've committed to their attack, now their attack has become somewhat diffused. So from there, that's when you want to at least make your entry. Whoa! You like that little turn I did like that? Okay, I promise I didn't do that for any sort of style purposes. That the idea right there is to create the quick impression that I am running from my opponent as he attacks. Even more so is that I'm moving angular to the attack. I'm not just kind of running exactly in the opposite direction. I'm cutting a pretty sharp angle because I want to get out of the way of the trajectory of my opponent's attack.